Hello. So, about 5 seconds or 10 seconds ago, I attempted to stop shouting and the camera's all wonky. I attempted to stop shouting by pressing live on this live stream. I've been shouting most of the day. Um, there we go. Seems about level. I'm in a really bad way. I'm in a really, really bad way. Um, I've got to sort the microphone out. I've got to put my coffee on and I've got to make a smoke. So bear with me. I'm in that period of poor audio quality. Hopefully we can figure out some sort of discussion to have together. Ultimately, the situation is that, how do I put it? My life has crashed. And the world I operate within is really, really weird. Really weird. And for some strange reason, I'm not a fighter in this life. I've never been a fighter. I want to do martial arts, but I'm not someone to smack someone in the face for no reason. There's a lot of people in the world that would do that on a short fuse. I'm more of the human punching bag variety, and that's serious. And my life is difficult at the moment. Very, very difficult. Imagine waking up in the morning. What does everyone do in the morning? What's the first thing you do in the morning? You run and empty your bowels, don't you? That's what you do in the morning. I try not to do that in the morning, but I do that in the morning. My body isn't healthy at the moment and I'm doing it in the morning. I don't like to do it in the morning. I prefer to do it before I go to bed. That's my preference. Your preference might be first thing in the morning, like most people, like my body at the moment. After that, maybe a shower. You might get changed. You might go downstairs for breakfast. Pat the dog, speak to the family, check your Facebook, YouTube, social media feed. And it's like, you don't have to think about it. We don't have to think about it, do we? Because there's purpose in us. We have to go to school. We have to go to college, university. We have to go to work. We have to go to the shops. We have to go to the park. We have to walk the dog. And all of those external things that we're doing every day is it's creating something in us that I saw last year really clearly. I saw it in the people that were walking around me in the streets. And it's disturbing, yeah, I've got a feather in my hat still. It's disturbing what I saw. It's like I spoke yesterday about being immortal. I spoke yesterday about being immortal. And you think I'm mad, maybe. You're talking about immortality. That's not scientific, Gabriel. Science can't make us live beyond 70 at the moment. How are we going to live to 145. How are we going to live to 2000? How on earth are we going to live for all of time and infinity beyond the age of planet Earth? We'll just go to another planet. One thing at a time. Yes, this is a rubbish bag, but at the moment, reaching up there like that isn't possible for me. At the moment, putting on my clothes, waking up, eating, going to the shops is a huge challenge. Huge challenge. We need the good coffee. The good coffee. No, we got the good coffee earlier, but I don't know where it is. I don't know where the good coffee is. I'm really disorientated. Um, do we have the other coffee? Shall I have the other coffee? I really want the good coffee. I don't think that's a good coffee on the floor. That's an empty packet. Next to the camera just here is the other coffee. And I've seen a coffee about 2 foot behind the coffee I just spoke about. So I'm going to pretend and do what everybody does every day when they have all of those things on their mind that gets them up and moving. This is what it is. I just want a effing coffee. I shouldn't get up there because to get up there and get the coffee should take me about half an hour of a meditative state in just tuning in and knowing that I'm going to damage my body just by moving those few feet because that's where my body is today. And if I do that every day and I program myself every day, soon enough I'm living for coffee. Oh yeah, I'll feel alive. I'm getting my coffee. I'll be going to the shops and I'll be buying whatever I want, no problem. There'll be a spring in my step just because I'm alive. It feels like I'm alive. That's what desire does. That's what coffee and food and possessions do. That's it. That's what they are, and that's what they're meant for. It's just having it in balance in the first place with the most important thing, the human body. So I'm going to show you what I'm capable of if I don't bother. I told you it would take me about half an hour of a meditative state to get my coffee, return, sit down. But it's this easy to get my coffee. I don't know if you heard, but my knee just clipped. That's been troubling me for a long, long time and it's been preventing me from walking. If I didn't know where my human body was, not my mind, not my desire for coffee. Real good coffee, this. I've got about four coffees. I've got about four coffees, and when I'm in this place of real horrible place, I lose coffee. I lose coffee. Yeah, my taste buds go all disgusting. I get a taste in my mouth. I'm not able to drink coffee the same way, except this one coffee. I can drink this coffee when I'm in this place. No other coffee. And when I get coffee back, when I'm better, I've got my main coffee. This isn't my main coffee. This is survival coffee. This is yeah, survival level coffee, you know? Something's happened to me so serious that I'm not able to drink coffee the same way. I've not experiencing it. And the taste in my mouth makes it all horrible, except for this one. I think that's amazing. I was lost for a long time when every time I didn't feel well and I lost coffee. lie to myself about how bad the situation was, because I love coffee so much. And then I found this one. I'm like, oh my God, I can drink this one in this horrible place. I've just opened it. It smells absolutely amazing. That's desire, man. That's desire. Change the label. This is coffee. I like coffee. I also like tobacco. We could use tobacco. We could use technology. We could use men or women or sex. We could use cars. We could use employment, a home, clothes, everything. And that's it. That's what it is. And it's beautiful. All of those things are beautiful. But not when you don't have your fucking body, and I promise you that. Not when you don't have your body. Nothing's beautiful. No desire, no possession is worth shit above our bodies, our human bodies. Anyway, I've been getting into understanding what's going on for humanity and healing and myself through what I'm doing for myself. And last year I realized the situation, and it's shocking. It's shocking. We said, what what did we say? What did we say? I'm talking about being immortal on my side. And that sounds really crazy, doesn't it? Oh my God, to be immortal, you need to be Superman or something. And that is kind of the truth. That is kind of the truth. But guess what? Guess what the flip side is? And you won't believe me when I tell you this. To kill yourself, you also have to summon the strength of a superhero or Superman. You don't believe me. I saw this man walking down the street, and I saw his body, the energy that he was lifting and chugging along with him. And he must have done that every day. Every day, just a normality. And it couldn't have been an easy life. He must have struggled with his body. Absolutely. And every day he gets up and goes and does the same thing. He must have a job, he must have a family, he must have a home, a career, a life. And all of those different elements are us. It's like, what I'm getting at is, imagine someone you love. I'm not getting on with my family at the moment, so it's really difficult for me. But imagine a time when you've got a friend or a family member that's just really the best person in the world, and they ask a small favor. They've done a load of things for you, they've done a load of favors for you, and you're just like, they are the best person in the world, man. They are the best person in the world. And this person asks you to do one small thing back. One small thing back. Now, for an average person, if they don't have the energy, the mentality is, oh my God, this person, I'm so grateful for who they are, for all that they've done for me, for all of the recent time by making my life easier in the first place. I'm willing to repay them back. I know I don't have the energy, and I'm going to kill myself a little bit, but I'll do it. It's nothing. I do it all the time. Well, that mentality sort of props up our whole existence. And we have to be really conscious about the energy that we manage in ourselves, in everyday life, in all that we do. And unfortunately, we're not really set up in any way to cater for our own human bodies. We don't have the wisdom. We're taught mathematics, English, geography, and history, science, and physical education, which means what? You either like sports or you don't. What does it mean? What do we learn? Nothing. Do they teach us about our physical body? Do they teach us about our energy body in any way? No, not a shit thing. Coffee time. Oh, that looks terrible in front of the camera. You can see dirty coffee. So I'll turn it so you can see more dirty coffee. Nothing I can do. The coffee's going to sit there and I'm going to sit behind the coffee until it's boiled. Next smoke. Next smoke. Next smoke. And well, that's another person. And if I said to you, if I said to you, for 10 minutes work, I will pay you £1,000. And you're like, oh my God, I don't have the energy, but £1,000 for 10 minutes? Yeah, sure, I'll kill myself again. Well worth it, isn't it? £1,000. The point is, all of these little things that we do where we say we're killing ourselves because we're going beyond our own energy, we have to balance out with the greater life. And that's not too difficult. It's really not. It's actually kind of enjoyable because it makes situations easier. Like, oh no, I'm turning down £1,000. I'm turning down £1,000 for 10 minutes work because I know my situation and I know in this moment, no matter how sexy, cool, fashionable, or anything else £1,000 is, I can't do it. And it's being able to make those decisions at certain times that gets us out. But not only that, it's to have a program to come back to get on with healing and recovery. And that isn't there in our life. We do not know how to sit down. We do not know how to lie down and sleep. Really simple things. I know for myself, I didn't know how to eat. I still don't. I know a direction of what it looks like. And oh my God, eating is amazing. I love eating, but I admit it, I don't know how to eat. Can you say that? Can we all say that? No. I give so much in my life to understanding basic things from the perspective of my human body. So what's the point? The point is, if we're not doing that, we can take our human body, and I'm 40 now, in 20 years. Well, no, that's not a good example because I kind of know now. I kind of know, and I don't know how I would go back to a normal life. It's a bit impossible, a normal life without doing foundation work and healing and recovery and therapy. In a great deal in the first instance. So, because I'm ill at the moment, I'm physically ill, so I need to heal myself. After that, I can think about it again. And when I do, I'm not going to be doing it like I did when I was 2019. I'm not going to slow down because my life is slowing down. No. I've learned a lot of wisdom how to do things. The best way to live, the most healthiest way to live to me. That's what I've got out of all this time on being alone. I've been alone for about the past 15 years, one way or another. And in that place, I've understood myself. And well, I've got that wisdom to give to the world. But, this is the picture. Can you get beyond this picture to hear me, to hear what I'm saying, to see what I'm saying, to feel what I'm saying? Tobacco. Tobacco. We need tobacco. I'm furious. I'm furious inside at the moment. So, I'm trying to paint a rough picture of what goes on. And this gentleman I saw last year, and it's everybody, but I saw it clearly in one person walking down the street. And I realized this gentleman is doing anti Qigong. I talk about Qigong all the time. It means energy exercise. It means understanding the human body in terms of maximum health, maximum health through energy. Through energy. We all know energy. Like feeling alive, like a burst of energy rushing through us. It's not always a livening. It doesn't always make us feel like we've got more life. No. I talked about I needed half an hour to get my coffee. That would have given me the most energy, but I would have been going how slow. And I just got it and I'm like, yeah, I got my coffee. Yeah, I got my coffee, but I lost all my energy when it should have taken half an hour. So on one side, it's like, that feels like energy. And it is sometimes. But we've got to know that. We've got to know what is and what isn't energy. And this gentleman had been doing anti-Qigong. So what is anti-Qigong? So Qigong is all about putting the body in the correct place, correct alignment, to tap in to Superman, instead of anti-Qigong, which is hiding Superman. Hiding Superman. We're all doing Qigong one way or another. It's either proactive or anti-active. And I saw him and I saw the amount of anti-Qigong this guy was doing. And I'm like, man, that doesn't look healthy in the first instance. But man, yes, he's going to die. But man, he's got to be pulling bloody Superman energy to do it. To summon that energy to walk down the street with the pain on his back that I saw, he must have been equating Superman or something. And if we put Superman all in the correct place in a proactive, healing, therapeutic life, we can live forever and not kill ourselves as Superman. Yes, the mentality is to die. To die, we summon the energy of Superman or a superhero and play a long game of ignorance and stupidity to everything that we've been taught. And it's really sad. So sad. Tobacco. I need the tobacco. It might take me a minute or two to get the tobacco. Oh, I don't know where it is. That's the reason. This is my life. I knock everything over. It's like I can barely see. My knee clicked again. I'm rushing because I've got a live stream and I put pressure on myself, but it's helping me. So that's what I call total energy system management. I'm doing something at the moment where I'm killing my body. My knees clicking. I'm rushing. But my day's been terrible, absolutely terrible. And I need to just calm myself down, balance things out, get clear about what I'm going to do to get my life back on track. And I haven't got that space to do it. I haven't got the space to do that. And I haven't even put the microphone on yet. I've got to get the microphone. So we might have a conversation soon about something. What we're going to talk about. Um, so yeah, man, we're all Superman. If you want to live or if you want to die, we're Superman. Through the pleasure, through the agony, we're Superman. We don't see it, do we? I know I'm Superman and this is shit. I'm dying. And it's my mind. It's my mind that's inflexible because of everything it's been taught and thinks it's aware of and knows. And it's not accurate to say that because it's like nothing on the outside makes sense. And things on the outside do make sense. But it's at the right and correct distance. Not up close, not too far away, just right. And it's like, yeah, I can see you now. I can see you now. And having the right distance changes many, many things. Um, what we think underpins the outside world is the problem, not necessarily anything we see in the first instance, but everything that underpins it. And what do we mean by that? Underpins. It's like, imagine a child that never grew up, a bit like Peter Pan. A child never grows up with mentally, they remain a child. Does a child see more in this world than an adult? No, they take in the same information, they see the same thing. But a child and an adult are a different distance in perspective to the same thing. It's like being a kid walking down the road with your dad or mum, and your mum is thinking about you. Your mum's thinking about you. Your dad's thinking about you. It's just about you and looking after you and walking down the street and where we're going. Whereas the kid, he's got a child mentality and he's got the right distance. He's like, oh my God, look at that house. Look at that house. Look at it. I've never seen a house like that before, or the tree. Wow, that car, man. So, what is that? It's a case of I understand the labels. It's just a label. It's just a label. And I understand the purpose of the labels. A house people live in, a car people drive, a tree. What's the purpose of a tree? What is the purpose of a tree? To do whatever it knows best in each and every... No, it just does its best. What it knows. It's got survival there. It's fighting for life. It's trying to grow. It's trying to eat and survive. It's not complicated. It just does its best. So we're killing ourselves with superhuman strength. And that's all hidden from us. Where does superhuman strength come from? From forgetting that we're superhuman in the first place. That's it. If we're all superhuman, and the world is just the world, and we all know we're superhuman, no one says anything. We're just human. We're just human. And if in that world we have the ability to fly, have the ability to be immortal, to teleport, to indefinitely just stop breathing and be alive still, possibly reverse the blood circulatory system from going one way to another way. We've got such command over our human bodies, you know, we get bored. See what happens if I turn my blood and rewind it the different way. We have that potential, man. Yes. And instead, what are we doing with that potential is hiding it. I saw Superman walking down the street last year. And I saw his muscles, man. I saw his muscles. But he was playing the game of, oh, I'm not well. I'm on a fast track to somewhere I shouldn't be going. Not when I'm Superman. And it's just a game. It's just a game. That's where we all are. And I'm just looking for how I'm going to pick my coffee up. As I was putting my coffee down, I know there's a few problems in my arm. And it's so easy to just put the coffee on the floor, the easiest way that just says coffee floor, coffee floor. But as I put it down, I'm like, yeah, but where should it go if I wasn't hiding Superman to myself at the moment? I'm not able to mentally be on the correct side at the moment. I'm not in a good place physically. Well, that shouldn't be an issue. That should never be an issue. So whatever it is that the man was going through, that's in me at this moment. I've done a lot of work to try and not to try and understand it, to just heal myself in the first instance, and through that I've understood, oh no, it's a lot more. We have a lot more there, a lot more potential. But you can't call Superman potential. That's stupid, isn't it? The man was walking down the street and he was hiding Superman. He was in actual Superman. But the world says no, he's just an An old guy who's worked too much in his life and he's got a bad posture and yeah, he's in pain. So what is it? What is it? Is it the label on top, which I just said that he's an old man that's worked too much and he's in pain? Or is it that which underpins everything and a step back from the picture to realize what's going on inside and to say, well, hang on a sec, yeah, it's amazing. How many times do we cut ourselves and our body just heals? It just knows what to do. We break a bone and, well, we put it in a cast and it just heals itself. The bone even makes itself stronger. Yep, that's how clever the body is. You break a bone, it grows back stronger. But we're in the patch up mentality as a species, because we got things like love and we've got things like money and we've got things like shops and we've got things like friends and we've got things like Facebook. And with all those things, we think we think it makes sense. We think it's, oh no, we can't be immortal. We can't be immortal. No, nothing on Facebook about immortality. None of the science about immortality. And instead, we're patching up piece by piece with every little thing that we're doing our own superhero inside of us. And soon enough, we've done such a good job that we've patched up so much that we can't see the superhero anymore. But the superhero's there. The superhero's there, and we're interacting with patch ups. Instead of ourselves, instead of life in its truest potential. My uncle used to tell me stories about going hiking in the mountains, man. I lived outside of London for 1 year. It was near the sea. That's my life. My uncle went hiking in the mountains. He told me he met tribes of headhunters. Headhunters, yeah. He climbed to the top of the pyramids in Giza, Egypt, and took mushrooms on top of them. I've done shit all, man. I've done shit all. That sounds like alive to me. That sounds like alive, and my patch ups just aren't alive at all. Not in comparison to that story. Those few things. So the question is, what do we want from life? Do we want all the patch ups that say, I don't need to understand why that house is so beautiful, or what the purpose of a tree is? No, I have my Facebook and my AI. They tell me everything that the same world tells me, but just better. Just better. Microphone next, and then we can start the live stream. Just behind the camera, I think. Uh, So what's the answer? The answer. Well, I don't know if this is going to work, to be honest, because I've started the live stream with another microphone. We'll give it a go. Either way, you can hear me. It's not great audio, but my autism is so terrible with this microphone. It's just like, why can't I have the good microphone every single time, all the time? External microphone. Well, fingers crossed. And yes, with that. So that was the introduction. That was me talking and distracting myself so I could get a few things done, so I could sit down in an even worse position than I did in the first instance. And at least be a little bit calm to the situation where my eyes have been, well, the whites of my eyes might have well been showing as I went and picked up a few things from the shops. I've been in absolute fury. Absolute fury. There's a suppression upon me. That's what it feels like at the moment. It's like I know how bad things are. I know how much pain I'm in at a baseline level, and it's way higher, way higher. That I don't know how high it goes. All I know is that I suspect if the pain made a correct instant realization in my head, it would look something like this. Absolutely. What I mean is I'd pass out. I'd pass out. And again, that's it. That's what I'm trying to say. This is might as well be the man walking down the street that I saw last year having a confession with the camera. I know how much pain I'm in at a baseline level that I shouldn't be speaking now. I should be incapacitated and passed out. I might or might not be conscious. I might or might not be conscious when I pass out. In other words, I could just lose capacity of my body and just like fall into some sort of semi-conscious, semi-unconscious state where I can't do anything, but I just know my body has nothing to give, and for some reason I'm still conscious. It's happened to me too many times. Walking down the street, that's happened to me. And things are a lot worse. That was last year. And last year I was able to do a few more things, and this year is a lot worse. And something, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's my mind, but it's my life. It's external. So, in other words, something has gotten me up each day to carry on. And I've been aware of the situation, and I'll keep doing the work that I can do. But I'm aware that that is where I'm going back to. I'm somewhere worse than that at the moment. And we see the Superman. How is that possible? It's not possible, is it? No, no. But it is possible. We said the underpin to the situation. That's what's underpinning me. If that's what's going on, how on earth am I doing this other than superhuman abilities? No other way. At the moment, I'm sitting here barely capable to do a thing, and I know I'm superhuman because I'm doing anti-Qigong. On a whole, my life is anti-Qigong. Everything I do is pro-Qigong, positive, but I'm not positive. I'm not winning at the moment in my efforts. I'll get it back. I have no choice. Otherwise, what happens? What happens? I don't know. But if that's where I'm going back to, and I'm just doing my best, and it can only get worse. You say keep beating Gabriel, keep making it worse for Gabriel, and he just might fly on the other side one day. He might summon enough extra energy somehow and take off and fly. And it is a bit like two sides to a coin, but it isn't. It's what does the body need in simplicity? And my body needs so much extra healing at the moment for what it's gone through. And once it's had, maybe 6 months of solid work and healing and input, and a few things going my way for once, I'll be like, yeah, that was hard work. I can pass out now. And I pass out. And I rest and I allow my body to do whatever it needs to do in that position. And it's recovering. It's recovering in that place. But for whatever reason, my life wasn't able to just let it recover. And my life said, get up and get on. And I got up and got on once or twice or too many times, and I lost it. I lost the connection that is consciousness at the moment for me. And everything else is sheer utter trauma and torture. But it's a weird thing. When you go past certain limits, we become numb. We become numb to the wisdom and the pain and what's going on. And it's like, oh my God, it's just disappeared. It's just disappeared. As if it's by magic. It's like, oh, a second wind. I can just take a shower and it all goes away. And sometimes it just takes a shower for it to all go away if it's at the exact right moment and we know it. Healing isn't difficult. It really isn't. It's just we live such insane labels when we don't live human, which underpins all the labels. I really want to talk about myself. I'm talking about us all. How do we go forwards? What does the viewer want to hear? I really need to sort my life out, and that's what I was hoping to do on this live stream. And at the moment, I'm talking about us being Superman, and well, I don't know how we've all done it, man. How is it possible we have the potential for Superman, and we're running some sort of Superman suicide cult where we die at 70 or 80 now, depending on where in the world we live, as Superman? Superman strength. Basically, the man walking down the street. He's lied to himself, but he hasn't lied to himself. He's an innocent child inside, lying to himself that he's an adult, pretending he's an adult. And he doesn't know the simple things of the human body. If I sat down with him and was able to prove to him and show him the tapes of humanity aeons ago when we were immortal, and the simple things that we had to do just to stay alive and have superhuman immortality, it'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe it. It's unbelievable. So he might not believe it. He might not believe, but it's there. I've proved it in science now that it's fact. Somehow I've managed to, and I've got a thread, a journey, and to to bring it to the world. And with a little bit of effort, I can get a real good case and argue it against science using science. That's where I am at the moment. I don't know where this will go. The point is, if I get through to whatever programming in him is a bit skewed and miswired, he remembers. He remembers that he's Superman and he's holding superhuman effort to do anti-Qigong and just not heal himself in an instant. And instead it's like hard work, because that's Qigong, hard work. Doesn't have to be hard, but it's work. And if you're carrying that much energy like that man, it's going to be a bit of hard work. For myself, where I've got it to, it's like it's a bit like, oh, I've just dislocated my shoulder. I just grabbed my arm with absolute confidence, really relaxed, and just go, and it's back in. I've done a few things like that a few of the times, just with pure wisdom of what's going on with my body, just a few times. But my body's in a real bad way because my mind still isn't totally aligned to the picture. And it's like clicking your fingers. It's that easy. But why isn't it possible? Why isn't it happening? Because of our minds, because of our lives, because we're not living underpinned world, we're living label world. And where I am at the moment, I'm really depressed because um well, I know the hard work I have to do. I know the hard work I have to do, and I'm really scared because I'm alone in life and I don't feel the confidence in my luck. It's such bad luck what I've gone through. It's like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I've got such a fantastic future in front of me that's going to take a good amount of hard work and effort. And because my life is so bad luck in the media, I don't know if I can mentally get myself up. Is it with inspiration, motivation? Is it psyching myself? What is it I have to do to just go through a few more steps and get going? And it's like the biggest hurdle in the world. It's like the Grand Canyon at the moment for me. And on one hand, it's like I'm looking at my future and it's like, I want it so bad. Just my future, just to be able to get on and do a few creative projects at the very least. Give myself a massive confidence boost by doing, well, it's not so much creative, but ah, it's basically what I've been talking about on the channel a little bit. I've discovered a code and numbers and how they can do things, and it's got potential in AI. It's got potential in AI, it's huge potential in AI and quantum computing, mathematics and science. As a result, a lot of money to be made, and as a result of a lot of money, a lot of things that I can do with that money. I've not had a lot of money, not true. Did have some money. I did have some money in my life. I'm not in the poorest place in the world at all. I'm in London, one of the, it's the opposite, if anything. But in terms of what it takes from someone living in London to just make it, I've not had that opportunity. I had one chance, one big chance, and I had mental health problems at the time, and it just disappeared basically. But now I'm in a fit state to use money. I really am. And I haven't really done anything for about 15 years other than fight my mental health. And I'm really looking forward to doing some stuff. Simple stuff. Having a regular shower, going to the park regularly in the first instance. Going and meeting different people every other day or something. Business meetings. Being an entrepreneur, running a successful business. Being healed in my physical body, or at least have a program there where I'm winning, where I'm winning. And that's my future. That's my future. Um, and it's real. I really am. I really have nothing to be scared of if it's just life. If it's just life, I am going to do that. I'm going to be very, very rich. I'm going to do a lot of good things in this world for a lot of people. My life is going to be easier, and I'm just going to put everything I know into action, and I'm going to come at the world like a bulldozer. But I've got to get there. I've got to get to the start. And I rewind about one and 1 year, 1 month when I was discharged from hospital last. I left in a really bad place. And I left and I was like, okay, to get my future now, I've just got to be positive all the way until I just get back on track to where I was last year, and I continue. I haven't been able to get back there. The trauma of hospital and several other events this year, what I've had to go through has been severe. But I've been running. Just be positive, Gabriel. Just keep positive. You'll win. You'll win. There's no way you can lose until I'm in a position where I like, oh my God, life has just punched me to such an extent. I have to sit down and think, do I really want my future or not? Do I really want to go another way? But I was running positivity mentality to the situation. And I've got a few things out on this live stream that are helping me to possibly see my situation a bit clearer. The point is, I have it in my power to do this. Let me just consider, because I am in such depths. I'm in such depths. It's unbelievable. And it's like a constant new positivity that I need to apply to the situation. The old one was born out of a situation where it was like, I just have to be positive, and that's not natural in me, which means I was scared. I was scared, and I've sort of lost everything in my mind a good few times since that started. And the bottom line is, I want it so much. And the bottom line is, life is that bad that I have to just say, well, I don't know if I can do it anymore.
I don't know if I can get myself through 6 months when I have everything around me that I need in the first instance. But well, I'm addicted. I'm addicted to coffee. I'm addicted to tobacco. What I require above what I have around me is extra. And that's not good. That's not a good mentality. If I'm conscious of it, if I'm conscious of it and it works most of the time, then that's good. It's a lot better than most people, and that's what I've got. And I'm grateful for that. That's all the hard work I've put in. It's still not good enough for me. Still not good enough. Um, and I know I'm sort of telling myself things are really bad, and I'm trying to go about just functioning for survival level in the first instance every day. And that experience isn't possible at the moment. It's become too monotonous. It's like going to the gym. You go to the gym and you use the treadmill and then you use the other machines. But it's like I've been on the treadmill now for the last 6 months and I want to get off and use something else. This program that I'm on just isn't it. So maybe I just need to mix things up, make things fun for myself again. And you know what? I don't know how to explain it to you. So I'll explain it in the simple words and then I'll try and make it clear what I mean by that. Things are so bad at the moment. I am desperate. I am absolutely desperate for it to just stop. And the simple suggestion to just mix things up and make my life fun again. In terms of doing the same thing, all I do is try and heal myself all day long, every day. Feed the pains of life. It's like, oh, this thing hurt. I know. That's not a nice thing to see on the internet, on the TV. This thing I do isn't the best thing in the world, but hey, I understand it. It gives me so much, but why does it give me so much? Because I'm alone. Why am I alone? Why am I alone? So I'm alone, and that's an unnecessary consideration for a human being to go through. So where is the blame? Is it on other people? Which I've done my fair share and other people haven't responded in the appropriate way. I've done more than my 50%. That's what I'm saying in terms of other people. And I'm still alone. But the point is, it's not a case of anything because this world is a social human world. We're social in this world. Believe it or not, we could have gone a million different ways, and in another world, we wouldn't have been social creatures. No. But this world, we're a social creature. So the point is, I'm experiencing aloneness. And the point is, I go to what underpins it. And what underpins it is a case of it doesn't really mean much being alone. Not to what it means to be human in the first place. If we have the correct distance, with the correct distance, we can see we are habitually programmed for socializing. We're social creatures in this reality. And the whole world runs on that energy, whether you're in Bangladesh, Thailand, California, or on top of a mountain or at the bottom of a sea. It's all one world and all the same vibration, and we all connect to that. So that's the energy. And that's why I'm sitting here talking about it, because on some level, I'm a human being. And that's what I see and experience social creatures every day when I go to the shops or turn on the internet. Social, social, social. And that's cool. That's the world. But that's not my life. And that doesn't necessarily mean it's human in the first place. The world has become a social, a socializing, trying to figure out the best way to describe it. A social centric world. It's become a social centric world. And that's just the way it's become. That's just like my coffee, man. Like, it sounds like a really good thing, doesn't it? But I don't have that. I don't have that. And that's the world. And all I have to do is, instead of fight all the people outside that are social centric and feel sorry for myself where I'm alone, is just see the situation. And what's the situation? That it's the world. It's just the world, not human. Not human, and then it's not a problem. But my mind doesn't realize that in simplicity all the time. You see sex everywhere, man. And I don't get sex, do I? I don't get sex, no, if I'm alone. How am I going to get sex alone? Don't think about saying masturbation, because I'll shoot myself before I masturbate. Not my favourite thing to do. Not that I don't look at sexy women that I look at, but I don't look at it in that way anymore. Not for sexy women. No, it's to understand the human body, actually. And it's a sexy woman which helps. So I've not totally cleared myself there. I've not totally perfected my ability to be totally beyond sex. No, it's a sexy body. I like a sexy body to look at, but I'm interested mostly when I'm looking at it in terms of the human body. Oh, this body's different to this body. This one works a different way slightly to this one. I can see that just by looking at it. It's obvious if you look at it. And if you want me to sit there and think, oh, sexy woman, I can't. It's boring. There's nothing. I wouldn't waste my time. I'm thinking more about the human body than I am about sex, or at least 50-50. It's just, I wouldn't really want to look at a naked man to understand the human body. And well, what is there on the internet that I can understand simplistically? The news is all confusing and corrupted. It's all politics and a sham and labels. I've tried and I've tried and I've tried to find spirituality. I've tried to find nature. I've tried to find the simple things. And it's very difficult to find. So I just go to the easy, and that is the human body. And it is a choice of sexy or man. And it's I choose sexy. Other than that, I wouldn't do it. I'm really enjoying the idea of doing some creative projects and stopping that, not needing to look at sexy bodies. So I do it not necessarily because, oh, let's look at a human body. Let's do some thinking and some understanding, figuring out of how it works. Basically, that's what I'm doing. And that's what I want. That's what I enjoy. That's a bit of space for me. That's like, oh, wow. Wow, this is a nice coffee. Just a nice coffee. Just a nice coffee. It's like this combination of sexy, cool, fashionable, tasty with human body next to it. So on one side, sex, which is all of the good things about the outside world, possessions and shopping and everything. But let's just label it as sex. And on the other side, the sex is in the form of the human body. Now, what does that mean? Nothing. But the world says you've got to put something in somewhere, doesn't it? There's a hole or two. There's a stick that needs to be poked. And it doesn't mean that for me. It just means sexy, really cool. And human body, wow, man, there's so much there that I just want to, get the sex right down to the absolute correct level, all the way down there. Believe me, I don't like it high. No, it's not just the little. And I chill out to the human body, and that's where I chill out to. And I haven't been able to get back to that place all this year. So at the moment, it's like I put it on, and it's just the sexy. And I've sort of given up on it, but I've got nothing else to do. What was the title of this live stream, by the way? Where have we gone with this conversation? The point is, the point is, the point is that what I wanted to say? I just need to make it fun again for me. At the moment, I'm watching pornography and just sexy without the human body. And it's not fun. Doing my supplements and having my supplements has been a fight. My psychosis has got in the way where I'm so weak. I know what's going on. It's just my physical body, and I'm focusing on my physical body. But if I slip up at any moment, I get sucked into oblivion in terms of my psychosis. That's not a pleasant thing to have reference to all the time when it's so hard work. I've not been able to take them for a few weeks. And they're sitting right next to me. I prepared them the other day. These ones in the morning, these ones a few times in the day, and these ones when you can be bothered. And it's like really difficult. The therapy machine, I've had to fight with it this year. It almost broke. My heart broke when that happened. I had to move it next to me, so I've got it right there, but it's on my right hand side, which I struggle with. It should be my left. And well, I need someone to come and attach a twisty hook so I can twist round more in this chair, and it's a bit easier because just twisting round is really difficult. It's not fun at the moment, but all of these things, I don't need fun in the first place. The food I eat, I just know what to eat, what's healthy, what my body needs, what my life needs, what's a loss, what's not. In other words, if you're going to do something naughty and eat something naughty, know it. Know it in the moment so you can really love it and enjoy it because you just love the taste. And not beat yourself up about it, innit? And I just know my food, and I go for healthy. I go for the healthiest to what my body can take, what I know of my body, what I've been taught, all of the wisdom that I know. And I just do my best, just like a tree. The point is, imagine a tree in a different world. Imagine a tree without humans, pumping the atmosphere full of carbon dioxide for the tree to take in. So humanity didn't happen. And there's not as much carbon dioxide in the atmosphere now. So the trees adapt, transmutate, and evolve to something different because of a different but not a hiccup, but a different course in evolution. And the finality of a tree without humans isn't the same plant. It isn't the same plant. No. They'll be doing weird and wonderful things in comparison. But that would be normal. And this would be weird and wonderful. And to be honest, with all of the different things we're doing in the world, this is definitely going to be weird and wonderful to most journeys through evolution. What I'm saying is we are so fucking insane as a collective. It is unreal, man. We have all grown up, lived and survived in the most unreal circumstance and scenarios. It is unbelievable when we have immortality in us, and all it takes is for it to be as simple as, oh yeah, I know all of these things are good for me. And my life has sort of ground all of them to a halt. And I'll continue because I know they're good for me. It's not anything, but my life is so hard on the other side. And that is what? That is like the other side of that man walking down the street. I'm continuing and I'm focusing on all of the healthy things, and my life is grinding against me, and I don't give a shit about my fucking life anymore. I've thrown trillions of pounds in the bin. I don't care about my future. My future had and potentially has trillions of pounds in it, if I desire that. At the moment, I've said, burn it all, make sure it's cash, make sure it's paper, and burn it all. I don't care. I need my simple. I need my supplements. I need my health machine. I need my half an hour to get my coffee in peace without rushing. If I don't have that, I don't have £1 trillion. That's why I'm doing that. If I want the trillion, I need this. And as a result, my life will go further and further into the shit until that happens, that I get these few things back. If I don't, I'll die. Quite simple. What is the point of trillions of pounds if I don't have my fucking body, life and life in the first place? Nothing. So that's where I am. And I'm on the side of the simple, and the man's on the side of his life. And he's walking down the street, and it's the same fucking energy, man. It's the same fucking weight. It's the same fucking pain. Nothing changes. If I'm winning, if this side is winning and I'm getting my supplements, my health machines, my half an hour, my no rush, my little bit of naughty that I just love and my body just chills out to because of my fucking mind, and what we can label just for once the other side of this situation, because there's a gentleman there. And it's the same pain. But if I'm winning, if this side is winning, then there's no problem. We're immortal. There's no rush. Absolutely no rush. First, mental, easy thought, there is no fucking rush. Just get it on the winning side of a shit situation, and it's still going to feel exactly the same because it's a shit situation. But I'm getting my supplements, I'm getting my therapies, and I'm doing that every day. And oh, it's been a month now, it's been 2 months, it's been 6 months. Oh, and I can look back and I know all of that hard work and commitment over 6 months isn't going to go to waste. It's like pressing a button on if I just get them every day. It's like pressing a button, instant health. And in 6 months, what's happened? The situation's better. The whole situation better. No matter what side I'm on, the situation's better. So it's going to mean my life is better. I'm in more control of my life. But from this side, I'm not really winning with life because my life is like grinding against every little thing. And my psychosis has come on board and said, if you slip up, I am here to eat you and put stress and pressure on it. So whatever's going on with this gentleman, he's really trying to get to work. He's trying to really look after his family. He's trying to earn his money. He's trying to go to his shops, trying to go to the shops and get his food, cook his meals, live his life, have his little bit of fun, drive his car, do his religion, do his good for the world. And then, if anything's left over, maybe a little bit of healing, therapy, psychology, recovery. Maybe after all of those other things. And that grinds against this and feels like shit and stops it. And it stops it. And I've realised for myself, if I just make all of that grinding a little bit more focus on that side and say, oh, let's just make whatever I do here fun, more fun. Let's mix it up because it's simple. There's no fun. Where's the fun? I press a button, I take some supplements, I tidy up. That's really good for me. Clearing the space, the smell, the air. I need to do the windowsill. I saw some mold on there. That's not good. That comes into the same thing. My coffee breaks, my smoke breaks. Communication, expressing. I'm programmed to be a social animal. I'm autistic. I don't do well socially, but on the whole, I imagine I'm still more social than not. If you give me the chance to be alone in the future with the mindset that, yeah, just take a step back, it doesn't matter, or you can have people around you talk to, friends, family, relationships, communication, I'll take social every time. But I don't have that at the moment, so I'm having to go back to what it means to be human. In my eyes, it doesn't mean a thing. But if I had that, that would work wonders, wouldn't it? It'd be like, God, I might just be able to trade all of my, I don't know, I must spend about 200, £250 a month on supplements. And I shop frugal. I shop cheap, man. I know what I'm taking with supplements. And I spend about £250 on them. And I reckon if I just got the luxury of just normal people socializing without any shit and stress, it must be worth like a good between 400 and £450 in comparison to my £250 supplements. And I give everything to my supplements. I give everything to my therapy machine because unless I do have normal people that I can contact through technology that are willing to come round, bear the mess, bear the smell, I don't get it because the moment I wake up, my body's dead. My body needs work. I can't move. I can't turn. My therapy machine is just here and I can't put it on all of the time. It's like free medicine, man. Free medicine sitting next to me and I can't just press the button. So it's very difficult for me to have a social life unless it's through technology and unless there's normal, real people around me. And all my family, all my friends, my one friend at the moment, have gone insane. So what's going on with life? What's going on in the world when everybody just instantly becomes insane and makes my life harder? And I'm thinking, well, before I go to the world, try and earn a lot of money to do a lot of good for the world, which involves other people, I might just need to stop and just take an assessment of what I'm experiencing in the present moment. And it's not good at all. But as I said, I need to make my life fun. My life is a grind on that side. It contains miserable, insane people. Very, very cruel people. So I need to make it more fun. And the simple thing for me to do is to know that I'm in hell. And I'm going to get to it. I'm going to make a list of all the different therapy things that I have. Not everything, but as many of them as possible. And go at them in a fun way. Without just simple. Make the supplements fun. Make the therapy machine fun. Make getting a coffee that's going to take you half an hour to move a few feet like a challenge somehow. I'll give myself a reward. I'll have a bit of chocolate or something as a treat. I've got things around me. I've got things around me. But I don't have support around me from life. It's like life has been totally beaten the shit out of, and it's carrying such a weight. And what it takes for me to pull myself together, take my supplements, do my therapy machines, tune them, adjust them, and then come back to my physical body and pick up on my physical body, like work on my physical body. Oh, my hip. That's my hip again. Yeah, I'm not in my physical body now. No. It must be so confusing to hear that. I'm passed out. That's where I am, and I'm somewhere beyond it. If you're passed out, imagine what your body feels like. It's a bit like empty. There's no connection. You're just waiting for your body to do something, and then you come back online. That's what I'm waiting for. But somehow I'm beyond that. So I've got no real access of my physical body. I'm in insanity, just trying to function like we all are. And if all of the therapy machines, the supplements, the fun, the lifting my life, lightening my life pays off, I go back to passing out first. And then on the other side of passing out is my physical body and my hip and my leg and my shoulder. Instead of me trying to make a best assessment of what's going on with all of them, using my eyes, that my vision is out of this world bad at the moment. My sense of smell was actually returning. Strangely, I lost my sense of smell years ago. And it's weird because I know if you're blind, your other senses are stronger. If you can't smell, your other senses are stronger. If you can't hear, your other senses are stronger. It's like we've got 100 credits, and it gets divided between 5 senses so that each sense gets 20 credits. But if you lose a sense, don't worry, because the other senses get the extra 5 credits. You don't lose the credits. And it's like a bit like superhero level senses by letting go of one. And I've lost my vision. My vision is terrible. My hearing isn't is on the other side of pain at the moment. Taste, I can't eat. I can't taste. I mean, there's taste, but as I said, I need a very special coffee to be able to drink coffee without it being horrible. There's something going on with my taste and my feelings I can't feel. I know the inside of my bottom of my legs are numb, but my brain is telling me it can feel something. So I've got a lot to deal with, and as a result of all of those being impaired, it looks like my sense of smell might be returning. We never know. We'll see. So grateful for coffee, man. I'm so grateful for this coffee. If I didn't have this coffee right now, this specific coffee, I've drunk a lot of coffee from Machu Picchu, a lot of different brands. Just the way it happened. My main coffee is a Machu Picchu coffee. But I don't think I'm grateful for any coffee as much as I am for this. It's not the same. Once I get my taste buds back each time, it's like, yeah, there's no question that's a better coffee. My normal coffee is a better coffee. For my life, I am grateful to this one more than anything because this one saves coffee for me. Without this coffee, I don't get coffee sometimes. Make it fun. You were all shouting at me on this live stream. You're depressed again, Gabriel. You're depressed. Make it fun. So, I'll leave this live stream with a question. What fun are we going to have on the next live stream? And if you choose badly, it might end in tears. It's got a good chance of ending in tears. So it's going to be like a ticking time bomb. We don't know which way he's going to go. Is he going to laugh or cry? It's going to happen on one of the next few live streams. I'm putting my money on it. And well, I made a bet. I went big on that bet. It's recorded on this channel somewhere. I said America's going to invade Greenland. And it looks like they're taking it really, really seriously, really, really quickly. That's a bit insane, isn't it? I told you everybody's gone insane. My whole family and my friends, my one friend have gone insane at the moment. So is America. They're going to invade Greenland. They've kidnapped the president of Venezuela. And it's like, well, fuck it. It might not just be my life that's hell at the moment. The whole world seems to be fucking hell. They kidnapped the president of Venezuela. Is that correct? That's what I saw on a YouTube video and it brushed past my eyes. I asked my family and my uncle responded. So it must be true. America have kidnapped the president of Venezuela and they're really looking, well, I don't know how serious, but the Europeans have sent a party to Greenland in a hurry, so there must be some sort of seriousness to it. What's going on with America? What on earth is going on with America at the moment? Well, I don't know, but my internet has been half going through America for a few weeks now since around Christmas. I keep getting American sites. All the listings on eBay are in American dollars. What's going on? How's that possible? What's going on there? It's not normal. I know internet, I know technology. It's like my internet is being forwarded through America for some strange reason. I have a mobile hotspot. That's how I get my internet. And it's going through America apparently. How do I fix that? I need a VPN or something. No, I'm not paying any money. Is there any free VPNs where I can correct that and say, no, you're actually in the UK? Or does that say the internet connection still goes past America? And then it's a fucking insane life. So, make it fun. Make it fun. I don't know if it's going to be possible. I think I said it yesterday. It's like my life, I see it as hell. And I'm not really fighting it. I'm not really fighting it. I've got a game plan to a certain extent, but it's coming in around me and it's like it wants everything. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it fun. I know I can mix up my therapy program, mix it up, just do something different. And different is enough for me. I'm so autistic. I'm so just conditioned to just get up, get on supplements just at the right time. Do this at the right time, that at the other time. It's not time, but more a case of listening to my life, listening to my body, and the way I've found that is most harmonious for me through all the life's difficulties to manage all of the things, the best, my preference. And it's to say mix up your preference to the way you normally do things. Because I'm really autistic there, and autistics are really strong there because they have a good angle on things. So often they can rock out and ride deep into doing certain things that most people would stop after one or two. And it's like an autistic person is doing 78, 80 in comparison. It's like job interviews. I need a job, and most people would do one job application, what two job application, maybe three or four at a time. For me, I might do, if I had my capacity, 40. Just get it done, get a job. Send 40 applications off, organise the interviews around each other, and get a job. Um, it's an autistic thing to do. We tend to go much deeper. The oxygen, it's like, I need a job, let's just get a job. Whereas most people balance life and all the little different elements easier. Easier, but wow, it's just as easy for me to do 40 applications as what it is for a normal person to do three. So where is the strength and where is the weakness? The point is that because we're so strong as autistics, in our endeavors, our mindset, it also makes it harder for us at times. But the point is, if it ever gets too hard, as an autistic person, all we have to do is realize, oh, just do something different. It changes it so much. It's like internal feng shui. So that's what I'm going to give a go at internal feng shui. But um, no, it's just like I'm going to have to focus on the side of my life first. I'm going to have to cheer up my life. I'm going to have to think about creative projects first before I do anything or give any thought or consideration to this side in terms of supplements and health and all of that. I'm going to continue on autopilot there. And I'm going to focus, if I can, on some sort of creative endeavor when my life is so lacking oxygen, when I have so much that can give oxygen, and it's like this oxygen just isn't working, that oxygen just isn't working. So I need to get the right distance from the situation and just be able to remember how bad things are. And if I can remember how bad things are, and I know on some level, hopefully a physical level, like a sensation, like, oh my God, that is just sheer terror what just took place. Brutal, brutal, brutal. For oneself. So like something difficult happens in life, that's the way it can be described at times. And it's to remember how bad it is, because it's that bad for me at the moment. And I'm trying to get oxygen from things. I'm trying to do all of the good things, and nothing seems to be working. So the first thing is I need to be as real with the situation as possible. And if I can get it to my body saying, oh my God, that feels horrible, that's disgusting, that's makes my blood crawl, just like some physiological truth. First, my body giving a signal back that that is reality, that it is terrible, instead of some sedation that seems to have come over it, and with the numbness that I'm experiencing, or the passing out that I described. So I need to take a step back, and I know I need creativity, I think, first, and that's where I'm looking at. But to look at all of these different creative possibilities of air, I need to know what air I need. Do I need a world with socializing, or do I need more natural human, or a or an incomprehensible situation where the world isn't social? The world isn't social. And we've all gone insane with socializing. So come on, body. Come on, body. You know how. Oh, my body said, yeah, I know how bad it is, Gabriel. I know how bad it is. And that's why I'm pretty much dead, man. Stop hassling me. I'm dead. Just die, Gabriel. Die. Pass out. You know where you are. It's your head. It's our head. My body isn't likely to respond to how bad it is. So in this live stream, I've actually got some sort of imagery, some sort of energetic connection, some sort of storyline, linear story of events, of where I am, that I can maybe hazard a guess of something that I could try to do for oxygen. Hopefully I don't have to burn too many more £1 trillion, man. It's a lot of money I've burnt and thrown in the bin. Believe. Could you throw £1 trillion in the bin? I say to you, what do you love to do in the world? Oh, you love to do that, do you? Okay. I'll give you £1 trillion if you can get to manager level, or if you can sell 1 million of them. I'll give you £1 trillion. And you start on that journey and you say, I'm going to get that £1 trillion. I'm going to work, I'm going to do whatever I have to do to get that £1 trillion 100%. It will just be worth it for £1 trillion if that's guaranteed. And you get to do what you love to do. But I'm just saying you have to go to like absolute top manager level. And you're like, well, if I love to do it and it's £1 trillion, sure, I'll go to manager level. Wasn't my nature, but for £1 trillion, I'll do that. No problem. If you're a painter, I say to you, you've got to sell 100 paintings for £1 trillion. You will paint the best pictures ever, wouldn't you? It'd be like perfection and ease. Or would you be worrying that you're not, if you're a painter, you can paint. It's not like you're not going to be able to paint the nerves of £1 trillion. Oh, I've got to sell 100 paintings. Just what you do. You're going to make those paintings as quickly as possible, aren't you? It's going to be a real hurry and a real ease. It's like, oh my God, that was the easiest 100 paintings I could have ever imagined painting. And along that journey, life keeps getting in the way, and you're like, nah, man, it's £1 trillion getting in the way. I do not care. I do not care. I've got this £1 trillion, and then life gets so hard that you've got to say, hang on a second, forget the £1 trillion. I just need to focus on my life. How many times could you do that? I've done that a good few times now. I told you I'm Superman on this channel. I told you the man walking down the street was Superman on this program today. This not this channel, well, on this channel, but on this live stream. That is my head. That is superhuman, man. What other human can say they've done that? My future has the possibility of multi-trillion pounds. All I have to do is stick to the game plan. But I've had to literally say, no, £1 trillion just isn't worth it several times now. And I'm saying at the moment, sod it, I'm not thinking about a trillion. It's there as a warming idea that I can always do that. I can always go there. I can always get that if it makes sense. And at the moment, it just doesn't make sense. I'm saying, well, you do what you want to do. You sit aside. I don't give a fuck if I lose you. I just need to sort my life out as a priority first. And if in sorting my life out, I find out, oh no, I actually lost £1 trillion. Well then, oh no, fuck it. I've got to let go of my life now. I can't. I've gone insane. I can't lose £1 trillion. I can't lose it in finality. So when I'm saying I've chucked it in the bin, I'm saying I will do something stupid in this moment that I will lose it. I don't want to lose it. Not for my life. But I just have to go at life with the attitude I could lose it and drop it. Do something where I just don't have that opportunity in my future. At any moment. That's where I am. So I'm just trying to chill. I'm trying to breathe. And I'm saying I might mix it up. Maybe that's what we changed the live stream to. How to mix it up. How to mix it up. How to just mix it up when? When? What? What does it sound like? What I've just described? How to mix things up? Not as Superman? As Superman? How to mix things up as Superman? Is that what we're going with? How to mix things up as Superman? Superhuman mix up? I'll think of something. It'll be something to do with being mixed up. Mix things up. And if you mix things up, might not be your favourite, but you might just find something else that you're eternally grateful for. It's not my favourite coffee, man. That is a better coffee. But I tell you what, this is the coffee I'm most grateful for. I need to say something to end the live stream, and I need to figure out how to end the live stream because I've done something and it's super zoomed in. And oh, I know what I've done. I did this to my friend once. I went round his house when I was about 22, 23. And I've always liked Macintosh Macs, and I never had one up until that age. And I was so taken back by his Mac. I was pressing the buttons and I did something, the whole screen zoomed in. And I got scared. I got really scared that I just shut up. I didn't say a word anymore. I pretend I didn't do it. And got really embarrassed. I thought, oh no, I've broken his computer. But no, Macs can zoom in if you press the right buttons. And if you don't know, they stay zoomed in. But I've learnt that when I can zoom out. And I'm zoomed out. So it's just a goodbye for today. Hopefully I'll find some oxygen. And I'm sure I'll be checking in tomorrow. And I don't really hold much hope for fun tomorrow. Don't get your hopes up for fun on the next one, but it's been productive. That in absolute honesty, I've spoken now for God over. It must be over an hour, easily over an hour. I don't know. I can't see the timer like my iPhone. It's a lot more complicated, man. But it's a better camera. It's like studio lighting with no light on in here compared to the iPhone. So I'm not holding my breath, and what I'm trying to say is that out of all of this, I'm not confident at all that I want to make any change. I'm like, I've spent over an hour speaking, and I just need to shut up now. I give up. I haven't got a thing from this live stream. In absolute honesty, I haven't got a thing. Mixing it up, and I just told you I can't mix it up. Make my life more fun. And I look at my life and I'm like, I can't make that more fun. But what I know is I've mixed things up in my attempt to try and find a solution on this channel, on this video today, And there are breadcrumbs. There are just breadcrumbs. And with those breadcrumbs, I don't know, I might be able to find some oxygen, some space to realize what the fuck £1 trillion means, man. Just in simplicity. Just to see all of the shit that I'm going through and realizing that it's my mind. That it's my mind. And partially it's because of the addiction of what I could do with £1 trillion, and that's real for me. But it's also about not having the right relationship to the £1 trillion. Because if it's coming from the wrong place, the wrong mentality, it could kill us. That's a lot of energy and consideration on the mind when I'm saying it's as easy to walk down the street as Superman instead of living death, living walking death. We're Superman all the way to our grave, man. And then we fly out the other side into a new life as a reincarnation. And as a result, we claim spirit. And then we're like, oh yeah, what spirit? He went, summoned superhuman strength, half killed himself, but look what he did. Wow, what spirit. Instead of the human body. Man, that guy's insane. Yeah, I appreciate it. That was love on some level, but what are you doing setting that as an example? Set them straight when they're applauding you for those actions. That, nah, man, that fucking hurt. That was a bit insane. I appreciate I did a good thing there, but let's get the picture straight. I'm hurting. You should not be applauding me. You should be offering me a support, comfort. If I did something good for somebody else and half killed myself, the others come round and help me. That should be the world. We shouldn't be killing ourselves. We should be chilling out, man, in our bodies and just like maybe in a few 100 million years, man. We've got time. Chill. So let's do something fun. Let's mix it up. And it's really difficult for me because I know where my fucking life is. But I'm doing a live stream to the world and we'll do something fun to end it. And my body feels sick, so it's good. Because that's where my life is. My body's like, yeah, this is sickening, Gabriel. It's woken up a little bit. So we're going to do something fun to end the live stream. I found this. And I said it's going to be for music therapy. And you can actually use it like a musical instrument. It doesn't have to be just a tambourine. And what's the tambourine? That's a tambourine, but my ears are so sensitive. That's really painful. And as a result, I've realized you can just do it gently. You can just do it gently, and wow, you can flick them. You can flick them. Oh wow, that's actually pretty fun. I could do this for a little while. I'm being serious. This is actually therapeutic. And what else can I do? I can run them on my forehead. It's just a tambourine, but it hurts to use it like a tambourine, so I'm using it a different way. Should I put it over my head? It just looked like it would go over my head really well. How fun was that, man? How fun was that? Be like the little kid walking down the street. Don't worry. Your mum, your dad, your family, everything your own is always with you. It's always safe. And look at the trees, look at the cars, look at the houses, look at the sky. You don't have to ask questions, but sometimes things are so weird and wonderful where you have to ask a question like the beanbag that's been sitting there outside down the road that nobody has collected, that's worth £120 and has a small hole in it. And it's been there for a few weeks now. I don't have the space for an outside beanbag. I don't have a garden. Why hasn't anybody else picked up £120 beanbag and put a bit of fucking gaffer tape on it, man? That's a fucking kid in this world. A kid doesn't know what a beanbag is, maybe, and can walk past it in blink of an eye, but I know what a fucking beanbag is. I know how much they fucking cost. I considered it, shall I sell it on eBay? But I found the hole. I thought, oh, nobody's going to buy it if I put gaffer tape on it. But if I had my boat, that would have been taken and a bit of gaffer tape would be on there and I'd be sunbathing in the summer on my boat. Why isn't anybody doing that in their gardens? What is the purpose of a beanbag with a hole? What is a purpose? What is the purpose of a beanbag with a hole? We're left with a riddle in the end. Courtesy of some music therapy. Your mum, your dad, your friends, everything you own, everything we own is always with us. This is always safe. Now, be a fucking idiot, not a child, because we don't know how. So we start at idiot. A child doesn't think about money. I think about money. When I look at the houses, the cars, I think about money. And that's where I am. And well, it's just been sitting there for a few weeks. Why haven't the bin men taken it? What problem is that given to the bin men? Are all the bin men thinking, no, somebody's got to just take that and put some gaffer tape on it, surely. That's £120 outside beanbag just sitting there. Sure, it's not the summer now, but guess what happens every year? Yeah, the summer. Yeah, the summer. And we know Britain, we know Britain loves the summer because for 2 weeks we go crazy in Britain. And somebody must just be that crazy to think, I'm going to buy a beanbag and sunbathe outside for those 2 weeks in the summer. But no, no, I don't know why. I don't know why. Yeah, I find some weird stuff in this world. It's a knack I have. I just find weird things.